Have you ever noticed that fitness advice seems to come in two flavors? One group says you need to train 6 days a week, count every calorie, track every workout, and dedicate your life to fitness. The other group says you're getting older, so you should probably take it easy and accept the inevitable decline. One group makes fitness sound impossible. The other makes decline sound unavoidable. What if both groups are wrong? What if the secret isn't doing more? What if it's doing enough? And what if finding that sweet spot could be one of the most important things you ever do for your health, your independence, and your future today on the Personalized Fitness Podcast? Hey, good day, and welcome to the Personalized Fitness Podcast. I'm Garrett Williamson, president of Personalized Fitness. As always, if you have questions about today's topic, suggestions for future shows, or would like information about personalized fitness, we'd love to hear from you. Call us at area code 251-278-3343. That's 251-278-EDGE. Find us on Facebook at Personalized Fitness, or follow us on X at Team PE. Over the last several weeks, we've discussed preserving muscle, improving nutrition, moving in multiple directions, and using technology wisely. Today, we're bringing everything together by answering one of the most common questions I hear. How much exercise do I actually need? Well, the answer may be less than you think. And speaking as somebody who sells fitness, dedicated my life to it. I'm a personal trainer, own the top personal training business in the Southeast. The answer being less than you think? Yeah, that's good news. The myth is simple. More is always better. Many people believe fitness works like a volume knob. If some exercise is good, then more must be better. And if more is better, then the people exercising the most must be the healthiest. And so many people put our business, they put us in that category. They think that's the way we think. But life rarely works that way. And the required amount of water is good. Too much water can be dangerous. A little sunlight, vitamin D is good. Too much sunlight can be harmful. Exercise follows a similar pattern. The goal isn't maximum exercise. The goal is optimal exercise. It's what we dedicate our lives to here, trying to find. One of the most fascinating things I've observed over the years is that people often overestimate what they need to do and underestimate what they can accomplish. Someone decides they're going to change their life. They buy new shoes, new clothes, new supplements, a new watch, a new app, and they create a workout schedule that would intimidate an Olympic athlete. 3 weeks later, they're exhausted. And 6 weeks later, they're gone. The plan wasn't sustainable. The problem wasn't motivation. The problem was the expectation. Recent research backed this up. It continues to show that relatively modest amounts of strength training can produce tremendous benefits. You don't need to live in the gym. You don't need to become a bodybuilder. You don't need to train like a professional athlete. What you do need, and this is the big one, this is probably the most important. What you do need is consistency. 2 or 3 quality strength training sessions each week can dramatically improve strength. It can improve muscle mass, bone density, balance, mobility, all the things that you're typically looking for. Even metabolic health. And actually, 2 or 3 quality strength training sessions, that may fit your lifestyle perfect and all that you ever do. That's awesome. It's the consistency of that. We're trying to build that consistency. That consistency builds results. It builds confidence. Notice something interesting. None of those benefits require perfection. Bone density, balance, metabolic health. muscle mass, they require participation. I often compare fitness to compound interest. Nobody becomes wealthy because of one great investment. They typically become wealthy because of years of consistent investing. Fitness works the same way. One workout doesn't change your life. One healthy meal doesn't change your life. One good night's sleep doesn't change your life. But stack those behaviors together over months and years, and the results become extraordinary. And I'll tell you another little hint. Your brain adapts better to those small changes than it does to monumental desires, monumental changes. Unfortunately, many people are looking for lottery tickets when what they really need is compound interest. Let's revisit a theme from our first episode in this series here. Muscle isn't simply about appearance. Muscle is function. Muscle helps you stand up. It helps you carry groceries. It helps you climb stairs, get off the floor. One of the most important things we train a lot of people to do. It helps you travel. It helps you play with your grandchildren. And one of the biggest is it helps you remain independent. The goal isn't bigger muscles. The goal is bigger life. And strength training helps protect that life. And again, the key to it is consistency. All right. As always, I want to remind you, if you have any questions about today's show, would like information about personalized fitness, or have a topic you'd like us to discuss in a future podcast, we'd love to hear from you. Call us at area code 251-278-3343. That's 251-278-EDGE. You can find us on Facebook at Personal Edge Fitness, also our website, personaledgefitness.com. Follow us on X at Team PE and at Team PE. And as always, you're more than welcome to reach out to me directly, Garrett, Garrett, at personaledgefitness.com. Garrett at personaledgefitness.com. And don't forget to watch for my upcoming book, The Lie of Age, where we explore why ability is determined by fitness, nutrition, lifestyle, and mindset, and not by the date on your birth certificate. Now, let's get back to this strength sweet spot. The fitness industry sometimes creates confusion because extreme stories attract attention. Also, if the fitness industry can keep you confused, they can sell you a bunch of junk. Nobody puts a headline on social media that says, person exercised reasonably and improved gradually. That's not exciting. Instead, we hear about extreme transformations, extreme diets, extreme workouts, extreme challenges. The problem is that most people don't need extreme. They need sustainability. And a lot of these extreme examples you see are before and afters, not the simple day-to-day changes that they made, because that didn't make a great story. What you need is something sustainable. And sustainable wins far more often than spectacular. This topic may be one of the clearest examples of the lie of age. People often believe their decline is caused by aging. The vast majority of people believe it. Almost can't chisel it out of their brain. But many of the things they miss out are qualities that respond remarkably well to training. Strength, balance, mobility, endurance, confidence, all this can be built and rebuilt. The body remains adaptable. It is incredible. You've heard me say this many times. It is the most amazing machine that you'll ever encounter. We've been studying it since at least the 1500s. We still don't know everything about it. That's how incredible this machine is. It can heal itself. It remains adaptable. It remains adaptable basically forever, infinitely. And definitely, if not those two, then far longer than people realize. The question isn't, never has been, am I too old? The question is, am I still giving my body a reason to adapt? And believe it or not, you are always doing that. Many times it's just negatively. Because adaptation doesn't retire at 65. It responds to challenge. Speaking of challenge, this week's challenge is simple. Stop searching for the perfect program. Instead, commit to 2 or 3 strength training sessions this week. Not perfect sessions, not heroic sessions, just consistent sessions. It's something I tell clients all the time, especially when they're starting out with me. I said, do you realize, I know you're thinking about, I want that ultimate goal, I want it tomorrow, but you're not doing anything now. Think about if you left this place and you had just completed a workout. How would you feel about yourself? Really? You would be happy. You knew you were taking steps in the right direction. It would be a win. You stack those wins together, now you've got a program. Today we discuss why more exercise isn't always better. I believe I said that. Why consistency beats intensity by far. Why finding the right amount of exercise may be, and as far as I'm concerned, it is far more important than chasing the maximum amount. The goal isn't to become a fitness fanatic. And I keep saying this. I know some people may be shocked to hear me say that because they know what I do for a living. You think I'd want to turn everybody into a fitness fanatic? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Our success stories are built on consistency. The goal is to become a more capable human being and discovering the strength sweet spot that allows you to remain active, independent, and fully engaged in life is just one more way we help you reach your level of wellness. Thank you so much for joining me today. I look forward to seeing you next time.